Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One time for the one time. Yes, ma'am. And we're back. Took a little bit of a break. And the main reason why I was kind of like taking time off from recording was because I was really excited about the moves that had happened throughout the league. So I really wanted to kind of I usually run my system like back to back to back. So it was good to give it some time to cool off a little bit, let the game cool off some. And also because I was eager to get the update. Excuse me, get the updated rosters with the new rosters, trades. The trade deadline went crazy. It was just crazy. There's a lot of movement throughout the league. Some movements could be more key than others. And I wanted to let the game get itself updated. So I took a day or so off from recording and just played my college football game and watched a little bit of college football. I'm looking at the kid at Florida, the quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He's pretty good. I was looking also, I'm trying to find more offensive talents. I feel like there's a kid in the later rounds that we could get, Chicago, from Arkansas, if he's not nabbed too soon. I want to try to keep it quiet. You really got to do that these days. You got to keep guys that you think are going to be some in this league while they're in college. You got to keep them quiet. And that's one of the main reasons, why coaches, they try not to play up certain guys because they know, don't say nothing about him. Don't tell him he's that good. Why? Don't say anything about it. I'm going to tell you why. Because, you might end up being one of those like sleeper picks, right? Like sleeper agent, sleeper pick. Just get drafted low, feel like you got to prove yourself, still hungry in mind and spirit and things like that, and fool around and just be a monster at the next level. And a ton of people be like all sorts of knocks on you and stuff, and it's just common. People will knock you. You will get that, and then you prove them wrong with your play on the field. So oftentimes it's best to just let guys prove it on the field, or as they say in one of the rap songs, get it in blood. Don't always have something to say about someone. Just okay, we're gonna check them out. Look at my secondary though. Big Thompson and Murphy, this secondary unit, with the likes of me and Baker, we're balling. We're making them so much better. And that's something I love, having a good corner and a good strong safety, really a good strong safety, and everybody else like an 80 overall. We may bend, but we won't break. We won't give up big plays and stuff. That slow death. Speaking of slow death, what I was hearing, I got a chance to actually watch the Eagles game. The Eagles played the Texans, and it kind of reminded me a lot of that Oklahoma UTEP game, that season opener. And I talked about it, and I talked about it again, where OU, they got that UCF transfer quarterback, so it might be a little bit of some things need to be proven, right? So he comes out, tempo, no huddle, pretty much trying to knock them out quick, get that 21 point, get that blowout, get the 20 or the 50 burger loaded up quick. No need to play with them. You know what I'm saying? I know they're not that good. No need to play with them. A year ago, I was playing in this conference against teams like this, and that's just the nature of football. Yeah, any team can win with superior play calling and coaching and execution over talent, speed, strength. There is a such thing as scheme over greatness. You may be really fast as a run. You may be Reggie Bush fast and can get to that corner faster than anyone. But if I stand a Nick Bosa right there at the spot at pre-snap before you make the play, guess what? Now you're not gonna probably get it that quick, right? You gotta wait, or even worse, what do you gotta do? You might have to cut it back in. And now you got to deal with a Javon Kinlaw. No, he ain't that good. But come on, you really think a Reggie Bush type small guy want to deal with a 320-pound defense? No. You think he wants to deal with a linebacker like him? No. So setting that edge is another aspect of scheme over great, or having linebackers like him. Setting that edge is just another aspect of scheme over greatness, you know, and that's usually one of the biggest things. Is so, you know, a lot of times when you're going up against Big Jimmy Ward, NIU alum, I probably, and I do need to have a dynasty where I go play with him, right? Or face a friend where I play with him, right? Something, you can get a NIU, safety core or something like that. I don't know. All I know is that's on my mind. But yeah, man, the point I'm making, you guys, is, it's possible to scheme guys up into greatness. It's possible, I heard Colin Cowherd say that the Bears, prior to the acquisition of Chase Claypool, right? It's not a bad offense. I mean, we put almost 30 up on the Cowboys, or 29, right? That's a tough team to do that against. We gotta take some positive. Of course, there's a ton of negative we can go after, right? But, we were able to put almost 30 up on them. We put a little over 30 on the Patriots. And let's not forget, Matthew Judon is like top 5, top 4 in the league sack leaders. So, always tough to do that, right? To get that done and to make those plays and stuff. So that's what's up. We were able to really have decent games. We strung games back to back. It was 2 games back to back where we essentially scored, go ahead and say it, 30 points each game. So that's great, And again, I was just excited, to have gotten the update, to watch some football. And when I mentioned that Oklahoma game, it's mainly because, come on, UTEP, okay, got scored on, they kicked the field goal, right? Got scored on 21 points, but they kicked the field goal. And then they all of a sudden get the ball back. Long, methodical drive in the second quarter to get them towards the very latter portion of that second quarter. Crowd wasn't as engaged. They started quieting down. They started not getting involved they were crowd was a little bored. These guys playing that dink and dunk they're gonna play this dink and dunk slow death football, right? They're not gonna let our team move fast and move quick and move with no. They're gonna prolong the inevitable. Try to and they can't stop big plays. So they're gonna just protect their defense, keep their offense on the field for a longer period of time in an effort to protect their defense from that offense that, is basically going to run it and throw it all down their throat. Nothing that OU team couldn't do. And then UTEP keeps that offense off the field, throws off their rhythm. They were hot earlier, now they cooled off a little bit. Again, crowd wasn't as engaged. They score that touchdown, then they get that 3 and out on 2 straight sacks, right? And then all of a sudden, now all they had to do is kick that field goal. But they got greedy. They couldn't remember. They got greedy. It was like, well, we're going to go for it all. We're not going to come into, we're not going to go into Norman, Oklahoma and act like we can't be a contender. No. Speaking of contenders, I see Saints, wild card presence. I hope, man, I'm trying to tell you, I hope I play them again, because that'll say something about that team. To be not so good, but then to do us the way they did us, and then the play call, the scheme that they ran was just great. But yeah, man, they almost did. We in Mexico, so we playing in Mexico. That's what's up. But yeah, man, the play call that the Saints ran against us was great. UTEP almost getting within 8 and then gonna get the ball back at the conclusion of the second half, or the conclusion of the first half. Very, very, or to begin the second half, that was masterful, right? So I was looking at the Texans playing against the Eagles. Remember, this is a heavily favored Eagles team, undefeated. Eagles didn't even score 21 points in that first half. It was a tie ball game, 14-14, and as the commentators, as the halftime crew said, Fitzpatrick, he said it. Ryan Fitzpatrick's like, hey, You know, Lovie Smith, that Tampa 2 defense designed to take away the big plays downfield. It's going to be alleyways and throws towards the sideline, especially to your check down, your first string tech, your tight end. That stuff is going to be open, right? You're just going to have to take advantage of it, right? Oh, yes, we got him. So, you know, they were doing it. The Eagles were doing it. But one thing the Eagles had a hard time with was running the ball. The Texans, especially early in the first quarter, ran the ball well. And I also think what they did was they were executing. Play call, they said Pep Hamilton, play call. He schemed his guys, his offense into perfection. Mind you, without their number one receiver, he's involved in some trade talks. I don't know how much that's going to happen. I mean, I think the trade deadline's already passed. But nonetheless, you know, just in those sorts of situations, right? It's always weird to think that when you don't have your best weapons on the field, you got special teams receiver out there, quarterback. What? Oh, he just tried me. That was irritating. But yeah, man, you know, to think that, you know, you gotta call the game to perfection, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. I don't like him at all for that. Go ahead, JJ. Get out of there. No, he couldn't get out of there. That's what's up. Still picks it up. That's payback, Trey. That right there, that's payback. Cause you just straight tried me. Like, he threw the ball right. Come on, he threw the ball right at me. Right at in the area where I was at, and I couldn't. I was hitting the trigger. I needed to have hit L2, not R2. Don't hit the speed trigger there, right? But yeah, man, as I was saying, Texans called a really good game there. And again, ran the ball really well, got a rookie running back, handling his business, right? Yeah, couldn't block me because my back was turned. Something that the computer just does not do. They will not do it. If it's if they could get a little bit of your ear hole, they'll do it, and they might not get called for it. But you know, if you got your back turned and they do it, yeah, they'll slow down. They just won't do it. They won't hit you with your back turned because they know it's a penalty. Back them up. Put the hit on him as he throws it. That's a screenplay. Nice. Could have been there, right? Could have been there, right? We back everyone up, especially on a long situation, because we want to keep everything in front of us, step up, make the tackle. We're not worried about no screen pass. We're just going to step up and make the tackle. So that's what's up. But yeah, man, Texans really brought their A game again, guys. Like, you know, it was a tie ball game going into the second half. They couldn't capitalize on a touchdown. They kicked a field goal. The Texans kicked a field goal. What happened is the Texans kicked a field goal after the Eagles scored a touchdown. It kept them in the game, but that Eagles offense still is red hot, right? And I think they had a 3 and out. They did, and they were able to come back. But then Davis Mills, he threw not one but two. Threw one to one of my favorite players. You guys hear me talk about him all the time. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from Florida alum, Florida boy, right? Straight up. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I talk about him all the time. That talk he had with the HBCU back when he was with New Orleans. And the way he said, you know, you take a step, I take a stride, you know, I'm going to be going on you. You know what I mean? All right? I've always liked him for that. I knew that was coming. I swear I knew that was coming. I could have been there, but that's kind of what we wanted there. That short throw to the inside where all the pursuit is crashing down into, right? Tough to get you on that edge. Tough to get, especially when nobody's there. Nobody's home on that edge there, and you get that angle. Even some of the slower guys in this league can get out of there. But when we force that 5-yard stick route check down, again, to the middle of the action, in the middle of the field, it always feels good. Pass play, you're going to run it. Look at that. Look at that. Trying to block me illegally at that. Doesn't help. He gets the first, yes, but I'm still there to hit stick him. Yo, I want it. Oh, I missed him. That's right. Cut it back in, buddy. Cut it back in. Got a little happy feet. Got scared there. He got scared. He had the angle to the outside. He's trying to avoid all sorts of hits, right? Because he's the quarterback. Don't want to get hit at all. Want to be able to slide. See that right there is not good. That's not what he wants at all. So yeah, man. But I loved the way that the Eagles, they played that. The Texans really hung in there and were trying to prolong that inevitable, you know, demise and defeat. Here, we're gonna let him throw it. I know it's not a good look, but we're motivated because I know he wants to throw that to Ayuk on the edge there. So I'm gonna be there. See that? And did you see how I planted that foot in the dirt in an effort to force him to make a quick decision there? Right? I picked off one of those passes and the computer remembers this. So planting that foot in the dirt right there so that he doesn't think he can just toss that quick throw to the inside there, and now he has to gamble, right? Try to take that shot downfield, shade over top. He has his man to use check quick, right? Because if I'm there, right, if I'm over there, come on now, what is he gonna do? He's gonna toss to the inside, and I could shade it, but I want him to do that. I want him to try and quickly throw it. We got a man standing right there. Run play. Nice. I love it. And Ayuk has got some speed. He gets hit. So that's what's up. We gotta be careful here, right? Because I'm talking about the Texans. I'm talking about the Eagles. We're giving away big plays. Shade over top. And don't just hunch over the line. See what I'm saying? Don't just hunch over the line. Because when you hunch over the line, pay attention. When you hunch over the line, right, he's going to know to throw it quick. I tripped, but it's okay. We're there. It's a fumble, and we recover it. But yeah, you hunch over the line, right? You're pretty much saying dead giveaway, I'm bringing the heat. You stand, you know, that 2-point stance. Now it's like, okay, is he going to come? Or even better, he's probably not going to be as fast. So I'm going to have what? I'm going to have some time. I'm not just going to have to quickly give it up. Yeah, but in that situation, you know, when you run the ball, you know, it's a good look. Protect yourself. But your running back, he got to protect that ball, right? So yeah, man, the Texans, that's right. That's right. That is right. We love it. Cut it back to the outside where the pressure, when there was people there. See, we wanted that. We liked that. He cut it back to the outside where there was some pressure. Here, I'm going to stand over here in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to try to take that because I feel like he thinks he got Debo. And it's really not going to be there. Nice. Yes. Yes. He was looking, and you saw what they're doing here. They'll concede to this defense. They won't go for a big play. They'll say, we'll go with the safe check down, right? But I want you to throw that to Kittle. I don't want you throwing it to Debo. Because Debo got the speed. Right. You needed to hand it off, Trey. I don't care how much speed you got. What is this? Again? Seriously. Y'all got to. That's right. Speed from Ayuk. You're dropping the ball again. Is that a fumble? Talk to me, Ray. Oh, that was a fumble. See, they got stopped. That's the second fumble. Then that's all it is right there. They got a little afraid. Nope. Stand. We like that because the heat was there. The throw got off, but the hit got there. That's really what we like, right? We want to hit them. All right, we're going to see if we can get them again. Another run, quarterback run, getting down the field on us, right? They're calling this game masterfully. and it's a long methodical drive. Every time they do get the ball down the field or get a big play or a big throw downfield, we're right there to tackle you. So we'll give up that first down throw, right? That's all it is, first down throw, move the sticks in one play. But it's not going to be no touchdown. I don't care if you do throw it to your fastest guy. Right? Boom. Something trying to develop downfield, no time. Biggest part of any offense's game plan, blocking. I mean, think about it, especially on a pass play. 5 men. I've said these things before, guys, right? Right? It's the same things over and over, right? It's called fundamentals, and we gotta preach it. 5 men dedicated to blocking for the quarterback on a pass play at all times. 6 if you decide to say forget, using the running back. Oh, I like that. I like that. So I see how to make that. I see that. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. Right? He caught, right? No, he did not catch that inbounds. Plus, I was there to hit him. Yo, what's up with this dude? He is straight up taking that shot, taking them chances. I hope he goes for that. Right, that is right, George Kittle. Go out of bounds, brother. Oh yes. Cornerback flip. Engage 8. Step up. I love it. I'm on the side where every receiver is at. Yeah. He don't want to throw it over there. Yeah. Yeah, you saw that. You saw an engage 8 against the Hail Mary from the 52 formation simply because I know what you want. You want it downfield. You want it now. And you're going to be looking for some sort of time, right? You're not going to expect to be completely bombarded by blitzers. And the sad part about it is, it don't help me getting no pick. All it's going to do is get a sack for the defense because they're not going to try to throw the ball anywhere else on the field. They're going to throw it up, and they're not going to try to throw the ball to the right. And I love it. Masterfully called. All the receivers have to be on the big side of the field. So I knew, switch it up, get on that big side, right? And be one man. Seriously, being one man, taking 3 receivers completely out of a play. And you saw how Kittle tries to stay back, right? And I kind of stayed in front, like right in, you saw what my position was. It was right in front of Kittle, really. Really, you got to stand right in front of Kittle. Okay? So that when they decide to throw the ball to the next man or the man right next to that man, meaning the slot guy on the further outside, the outside slot, and then the guy all the way to the outside, when they try to throw that there, it better be a lob, right? And you better hope it's to Ayuk, who I believe on that play, he was all the way to the outside. So there you go. Not a good chance that you're going to get it to whoever else. I doubt you got the speed. So he wants Kittle quick. Right? Right? He wants Kittle quick. If I'm over there, I don't know if he throws that. I just take that. I just keep that real with you. If I'm over there, we don't think he throws that. Here. What is this? Let somebody else get him. Completely take that outside angle away. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Let somebody else get them, because what I need to do is just contain. I don't always have to, and then I'm getting all the sacks. So, let someone else hit the quarterback. Run play. Nice. Nice. Pull their best O-lineman completely off the line. Look, that pistol heavy is one of those like either play fakes or run play. Yup. Dang. Hey, you know what I wanted. Okay, that's my fault. I'm sitting up here trying to hit stick them. And ain't nothing wrong with that, right? But at the end of the day, maybe we get conservative. We hit L2, we hit the square button. He runs me over. I was trying to square up, right? He was waiting on me to do that. Okay, so I'm on the big side of the field, but look at this formation. Tight end over there. He knows he's got the matchup he wants, right? Right? He knows he's got the matchups he wants in the passing game. They're going to try to, what, tough us? You tougher than us is what you're trying to say? Let me tell you something. Go ahead, call it audible, go to the gun. See what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? But here's the issue. That's what you needed right there. We left that because I don't want him thinking he got the end zone. Right? That's all I wanted to do was be disciplined in the split there. Take that throw to the sideline. It's going to be over with as soon as he throws it. Hey, woo, nice. Pushing him backwards. I like that. Okay, so they don't come out in the pistol again. So it's probably a run to the left side, right? Okay. Yeah, I want you to throw that to Kittle. You're not. I guess and this is the reason why, because I didn't back the safety up, right? So instead of getting, now I back him up, because instead of getting, you see what I'm saying? All right, bring him down, shade over top. Even though I probably need to back him up, because Ayuk is fast. See that? You see that? He's got it. He's got it. But questionable to do it, mainly because and he had to throw it. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why he didn't do it. I guess he felt like he had more time. I can't really tell you why he didn't throw that right there. If that was Jameis, that'd have been gone. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the main reasons why I want to go up against Jameis. He's good. I think when you shade that over top, I'm gonna do it twice. Completely contain that, right? Let Simmons get you, right? Because if I go, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I go in there and I try to blow that up, it's most likely he's gonna get around me. Especially with how aggressive I like to be. Nice. Look at that. Look at how they have 3 tight ends on that side, right? That's kind of a shame. 3 tight ends on that side. And you still get stopped at the same spot. Here, we're gonna shade it over top. Because what they really want, right? Oh, no, you not. No, you not. Running over a lineman? No, I ain't trying to hear it, okay? 9 carries for 35 yards for your quarterback. That's not too bad. But I ain't trying to hear it, all right? You need to go down. You're going to go down. We're taking you down, baby. So my offense, it's not like they're letting me down, right? I'm not going to sit here and say my offense is letting me down. I will, however, say that defensively, we've only allowed two field goals. We're just gonna bring the heat, right? Why we just gonna bring the heat? Because I don't care that he throws the ball to Hughes check on the outside there, and he's on. And if you're paying close attention, they're not always gonna throw that because they think it's open. One of them safeties will jump on that. You see how I do that? You see how I say no, that angle there to the left is not there. Now if he cuts it back to the right, or even worse, if Hughes check decides to just come pick me up, right? Look at this. Look at this. Send the safety on the blitz. He's gonna have Ayuk wide open. And you saw what I did there. I'm just hoping that he says, let's get vertical, right? I see Ayuk, he's wide open, but I'm over there, right? So probably not a good look. He doesn't make a bad decision there, right? He does not. It's just, you know, the check down, when that's all we allow you in that situation there, is going out of bounds. They probably need to stop on a dime. Nice. Do you see my angles? The way how I'm putting them in that situation where, you know, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go to the lineman, to the guys that's coming for you, dedicated 5 guys every single play, and then I'm gonna sack you right there. So as you throw it, you're gonna get hit. It's no longer really about trying to do anything else other than hitting you as you throw the ball, putting pressure, hurry, pressure, right? Fill up the gut, take away the outside, contain that, right? The perfect angle to my original assignment, or a great, you know what I'm saying, angle to my original assignment, which is that flat, which is essentially that sideline there. So now you gotta go into the inside, and the bad guy's gonna come get you. 6-20. Not a blowout by any means, but when we're taking the end zone away from these guys, right? Let me see what you got. You're gonna run it, and you're gonna do a quarterback run. And I wasn't blocked, like, at all. I don't know if that's the look, right? And I got a little greedy there, right? Definitely got a little greedy there. All right, so we're gonna go shade over top. We're not gonna just move the safety back, right? And I mean, they're trying to avoid being predictable, no matter how well it might work, right? Here, I'm gonna just back them up and just come after them. Right? Safety was in great position there. So, all right, you're gonna go for it here. Desperate indeed, right? So let's go cornerback flip, right? Look at this. That's right. Back them up. Ooh. Yeah, we did that. We did that. We did that. And I needed to, what I should have done there, seriously, is, oh, okay. Shade to the inside. Ooh. Yeah, that's right. Nothing to this outside. Go that way, and JJ gonna come get you. What I should have done there was took that deep route. Let me see what you got. Ooh, that's my second hit stick on him today. He getting it, right? He's getting it. So a little momentum, right? But it's getting late in the game. Tick, 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 tick. Go get him. No, you ain't getting away from us. A good block there, right? Can't let the quarterback get killed. Gotta give him the time. What you gonna do here? Yo, do you believe that? No, I'm gonna try to get that. That's right. Cause the check down there, I give you, hey, I give you that. He going where? Where he gonna go? He ain't gonna go nowhere. He did our job for us. Okay? Shade over top, run the ball. That's right. That's right. Run the ball. When you need to be trying to get in the end zone fast. We like that. Let me tell you right now, I like that. Run play again. Oh my. A run play again? Come on, man. What are y'all doing? You needed a touchdown and you needed it fast. Then you needed to get the ball back. Y'all got time to run the ball. Y'all don't have time to run the ball. I don't care if it is going to yield you a touchdown. You're doing our job for us. You're running clock for us. We had less than 2 minutes to go. Forget a time. Oh yeah, you got a timeout by the 2-minute warning, under 2 minutes. It's kind of silly in my opinion. But it's okay. Situational football. How am I winning these games? Why am I? Because you guys have to think about the situations that I want. It's situations that you want on the football field. I want you throwing that out route. I don't want you throwing it to the middle if I see the guy going out. That's a lot of the route combinations on these games. It's like the out route and then the check down in the middle. That's that quote unquote logical football. Some people just aren't, and if they are going to run it a lot, then we'll start figuring out, we'll play the defense to take it away, right? I was rewatching some of that footage from the Saints game, and I know what they was doing. Calling a hot route to the outside receiver to go up top, right? Or sending that slot receiver on that up top route and just getting the ball to him every single time. And we weren't jumping on it. We weren't. Right? We weren't jumping on it. And in that game, if I'm not mistaken, we sacked him 11. That was this game, right? Week 7. Right? When we sacked him 11 times. That just takes its toll on the quarterback. And that's one of the main reasons, right? Yeah. Teams or players, the quarterback getting hit constantly. He's just out of it. Jameis is tough. Right? Gotta give it to him. He's tough. Right? Take a look at our defense. Only 1 loss on the season. Like, come on, guys. We do this. And we just keep beating up your quarterback. Body blow, body blow, body blow, slow death. Right? Look at the Lions. Okay. They're 10th in the league, 6-4 in this universe, right? We've allowed the fewest total yards. Fewest total pass yards. Less than 1,000 yards rushing. We're second in that regard. The Steelers are a yard ahead or a yard behind, right? Right? So that's always nice to see. Who's allowed the fewest points? We, with 155. Come on, we got the most sacks. That's got to be intimidating. Most sacks, most fumbles, and tied for the most interceptions with 2 other teams, the 49ers and of course the Ravens. Right? Defense is the best in the league, right? Offense thus far, so they say the Browns, right? They're saying the Browns are the best offense in the league. Well, actually, no, the Packers with 5,000 plus yards, right? Right? Browns, right? Best offensive yards, right? We had the most passing yards. Buccaneers, Tom Brady the GOAT, handling his business. The Colts have 1,000 plus yards, and then the Titans, right? Some of the best, 2 of the best. Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, right? Most points in the league. Chargers, right? Superchargers, right? Tied, of course. There's another team with 32.6. Okay. Packers had the most passing touchdowns. Chargers had the most rushing touchdowns so far, right? And then the Bears had the most first downs. So they playing that dink and dunk football really well. Just move the sticks, move the sticks, move the sticks. 6-5 record got them right there sitting at number 14. So yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the playoff picture in our universe, and then there's something I wanted to talk about regarding the Bears. I think I talked about it already. The trade rumors are real. I was saying Khalil Mack most likely gonna get traded, so we can't see the playoff picture yet. We still got where we at right now in the season. We are still what week is this? This week 11, week 12. So we are on week 12 right now. So we will be in week 13 next week. But I want to talk about the Bears. As I said, Roquan, Colin Cowherd made some really good points about how the offensive coordinator for the Bears. Kudos to him. Kudos to the Texans offensive coordinator using that. A lot of people are constantly saying you gotta have that high-powered offense with the good receivers, targets all over the field. But I'm seeing more and more in this league that the threat of the run has become increasingly better at helping receivers, get open, helping guys who can catch the ball, find the space, and respecting the speed, right, of a runner, respecting the talent of a rookie like Dameon Pierce, right? Forces defense, and then he actually does get off on you still, but still have to respect his talent. Puts you in that position to where now you gotta what? Well, you gotta back up a little bit, and then you can get, Dorsett or Chris Moore, involved in the offense down the field making plays, right? The Titans did it to us very well, right? The Saints did it to us very well, right? They did it to us very well. And then you got a guy like him, and of course in real life he's injured. But look at this, right? Olave, Ohio State alum. I mentioned the countenance, the visage of both Olave and Justin Fields at the Ohio State Buckeye season opener at home. They had like 10 five-star recruits visiting, and it was the third quarter, and the Bucks were only up by 4, and it was just this like, not gonna say nothing, we're not gonna be no chill, we just gonna, hey, it's all business, right? We're not college kids no more. We're grown men. It's all business. They seem to be on the same page, and it's like that continuity is still there. And that's kind of my thing, right? Trade rumors, back y'all saying the trade rumors were true. Not only did Robert Quinn get shipped off, but so did Roquan Smith, now on the Ravens. And as you can see, they've moved him to middle linebacker in this set. Because I always said, if I'm going to use Roquan, I'm going to use him more, like, if I'm using him on, like, my Bears team, instead of having him in my 4-3 over as, like, a 5th down lineman so I can get that 5 down lineman look, even though he's got a ton of talent, put the talent out there on the field trying to cover some blades of grass. Let the size get on the D-line, right? Put guys like Houston at outside linebacker, right? Put a David Ojabo out at outside backer, right? Put a Dafe go away. You feel me? Put JPP out there at outside. He used to play defensive end, right? You put those edge rushers on the outside so they can get that edge, leverage. You don't put a Roquan Smith. I don't care if he isn't no great pass coverage linebacker. He's got good speed. His hands aren't that bad. Looking like the best hands on the team at the linebacker spot, right? But 70 overall. Yeah, he's got great catching. Great tackling, right? Pursuit is there, and look at the coverage. The zone coverage is high. So what does this tell me? This tells me that if they throw the ball to the inside and he's standing there, he might draw the ball loose. Or at the very least, I can count on him to put a lid on that inside cheese throw to the tight end as I'm bringing the pressure off the edge, right? You feel me? Because that's what I want to do. I want to put a lid on it. The moment that we bring that pressure off the edge, I want it done and over with, right? I don't want to be able to, I don't want them thinking they're going to have somebody down the sideline. I don't mind them throwing someone to the outside going out of bounds, right? But anything down the sideline, safeties will stop it as soon as it gets thrown up, right? Look at this. Look at this Ravens team. Pretty good. Smith and Fuller reunited, right? Because Smith been playing with the Bears since the beginning of his career, and Fuller was on that team at one point in time, right? So they're back together again. Nice. But I mentioned Olave because I'm looking at Smith, and we trade Smith for draft picks from the Ravens, who are, as Colin Cowherd said, in the playoff bubble. We go and get Chase Claypool, right? And Smith is a converted middle linebacker. Look at the Saints running that 4-3 defense. You got Caden Ellis, right? Maybe we mask that trade of we want to get rid of maybe even Darnell Mooney, Maybe like what we I know something was being worked out. I know something was being worked out. But I think we go for Darnell Mooney, who again went to Tulane, played in this, well, the Tulane Green Wave used to play in the Superdome. But we put Mooney and Smith and some draft picks in a package deal for maybe a linebacker like Dowell or someone who's on a 1-year deal. Okay, we take a guy on a 2-year deal, right? But someone like Dowell, you know, someone like Hanson, the worst outsider, worst backer on the team, right? And also try to get this guy right here, right? And I don't know if that would have worked, right? Maybe we should have just outright said, we'll give you Roquan for Chris Olave. We'll give up Roquan Smith for Chris Olave. We'll take that hit, right? Olave got a ton. I'm talking he's got a ton of upside. Instead, we go for Chase Claypool. And it's probably not going to happen, right? Olave is a first round, 11th overall pick. So it's like, no, he's untradeable at this point, right? But I feel like that's what the Bears should have thought about. We should have thought about getting rid of Roquan and packaging maybe him and Mooney, you know, for Olave. Olave is the best rookie receiver in the league right now. So, and then we get that continuity of Olave, right? You saw the school you went to, Ohio State. We get Olave and Fields. We can get our Devontae Adams, Derek Carr going. We can get our Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Waddle going. We can get our Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase going. Look at them. And they got the update, what, 90 overall now, right? Look at them, right? You know, T was like, man, I would love to go to Jacksonville and play, right? Be one of the weapons for my boy Trev, right? It would be nice, right? Get maybe Amari Rodgers from the Packers, even though, hey, and that's the thing, Aaron Rodgers be making sure Amari gets the ball, because they don't want to let people think he's some sort of a sleeper, and then we get rid of Amari Rodgers, then he go to Jacksonville, and now all of a sudden they got the Jacksonville Tigers, and it's not the Jaguars, the Tigers, the Clemson Tigers, yeah, you know, and Howard's Rock, and it's, that vibe is crazy, ridiculous. But I'm just saying, right? And I'm not afraid. At least if I was the G, I wouldn't be afraid to trade a first round draft pick, especially if I'm Chicago. Because come on now, we traded our 2 best players on defense, and I see we still got Eddie Jackson, right? You could find a linebacker. I don't mind trading no linebacker. You can find a line. You can find a defensive end. You can get size, right? That's easy. That's easy. I can find a guy that's 250 and can play linebacker, right? They make those all the time. They don't make a lot of these, right? We don't find this often. Rookies coming in ready to start at corner. We don't get a lot of Eddie Jacksons coming around. You don't find a lot of Jaquan, but I love this pick. You don't find a lot of Jaquan Briskers just lying around out there. Where was he? Let's look at him, right? Right. Let's look at him. Right. Second. Come on now. Second round pick. You don't find this every day. You know. I love it. Right. Eddie Jackson. 4th round. Come on now. You're not gonna get that a lot. You know. So I love that we have this secondary intact. Right. We can maybe move Brisker and Jackson around, but it's probably no need. Brisker's got a lot of upside, okay? Maybe it's not there just yet. Maybe he gets a slow start. Maybe he doesn't take it in stride as quickly as possible. But he's got a lot of upside. Still some time for Kendall Vildor, right? We got 1, 2 rookies at the cornerback position, right? Got a lot of speed here at the rookie spot. We got a Lamar Jackson, not that one. But this guy right here, number 23, take that off. They should retire that number, right? You know, but again, when we trade our two of our best players, not our 2 best, but 2 of our best players on the D line, and I get it, want to get this rookie going, Dominic Robinson, right? Again, you know, upside, rookie from Miami of Ohio. A little bit of continuity. Sterling Weatherford went to college with him, right? Right? So a little bit of upside, a little bit of continuity on the defense there. New regime, so to speak. You got Muhammad. He ain't done, right? Gibson. Maybe he got a little something, you know, that we ain't looking at too much, right? These D linemen, young, pretty good. Mike Pennell, tons of size here. Tons of size there, right? We can run Gibson and Robinson as those outside backers in the immediate field of vision. Maybe Gibson gets on that left side, right? And then we put Robinson over there on that right side. And then we use Pennell or Justin Jones as a 3-tech, right? Right? You know? But, you know, I don't mind getting rid of Roquan. I don't mind really getting rid of Robert Quinn. But what we get, you know, Robert Quinn to a team that's undefeated for a 4th-round draft pick that's going to be late in the draft. Yeah, it could be like Eddie Jackson. Yeah, it could be like Brisker. Yeah, it could be like Chase Claypool. But I feel like what we could have done, what we should have done, and maybe Mooney was too much, but I honestly feel like we could have given up Roquan Smith and a 1st-round draft pick to get Chris Olave. Or maybe, you know, because again, I'm not afraid of trading a 1st or a 2nd-round pick. At least trade it for a guy who's a rookie or 2nd-year player that's good, right? Most cases, teams don't want to make that deal, right? But then again, some teams will do it with a 3rd or 4th or 5th round, you know, or a 1st round with a 3rd, 3-year, 4-year guy. Yeah, I'll take a 1st-round pick for a guy like David Montgomery, or, you know, a guy like Alvin Kamara. I'll take a 1st-round pick for him. Yeah. Well, maybe not Kamara, but I think Olave, a 1st, a 2nd, or just Roquan, and then maybe a 2nd-round pick, or, you know, hey, Roquan a 1st-round pick, right? Let's try to build this team to win now. Let's stop this rebuild stuff. That's all it is. When you're trying to get 1st-round or draft capital, it's rebuild. No. Let's try to win now. Olave will be perfectly fine with working with this squad. He got his quarterback. The timing is there. He's already a beast as it is. Went up to an 80 overall. I really feel like, and I hope, and I'm pretty sure that the Bears had this in mind, right? Instead, you send them to the Ravens, not the Saints. I feel like you should have sent them to the Saints to try and get Olave. And I know it's like, well, no, we're not gonna play ball with that. If we're New Orleans, we're not gonna play ball with that, right? I don't care if you do try to send Darnell Mooney, the Tulane, the New Orleans, Louisiana native, or New Orleans, Louisiana college grad kid over. No, we're not falling for the okie doke. We know you just want to pair Olave with Fields and get your continuity and get that Burrow to Chase connection. We know what you're doing. We're not gonna let it happen, right? I don't care if you do throw cash rights, 1st-round draft pick, best player on the team and defensively at us. We already got a linebacker in DeMario Davis. We don't need no, you know? Because that's my thing, is like draft picks. We're giving up players that are good for draft picks. Let's get guys that we know we can win with right now. You know? Right? Let's get guys we know we can win with right now. You know what? This is what I want to do. Real quick. I just want to see something. Right? I just want to see something. All right, we're gonna play a theory real quick, and I'm gonna do it in the video for you. I just want to see something, right? I'm gonna make this quick. I just really want to see, like, like can that work out? And remember, this is a video game. But they were pretty accurate with the Robert Quinn trade. right? It was like, okay, for Robert Quinn, we're not giving you nothing more than what, a 4th round draft pick, right? I couldn't get anything else. When I tried to trade Robert Quinn to the Eagles in a franchise that I had with the Bears, nah, wasn't happening. I had to, what I have to do in this preseason, right? So maybe it's not a real reflection. Maybe I need to redo it, right? But in my opinion, right? In my honest opinion, I feel like this is possible. Let's make him a left outside backer, right? So now you know, and that's what he initially was a left outside linebacker, right? Still the same player, still good, right? So it's an 89. Let's just see. And I'm pretty sure, come on, I mean, it's the numbers, right? It's a numbers thing, right? Let's see. And then come on, look at the contract they got for this dude. Okay. Yeah, see, look at that. They like, nah, we ain't feeling that. Right? They like, nah, we ain't feeling that. Alright. So, hey, hold on. Again. Why not? Right? Olave is a 1st round draft pick. So instead of getting a 1st round draft or giving up a 1st round draft pick, we're getting one. See? Look at that. And it may be like counterintuitive, right? To trade for a 1st round draft pick or trade a 1st round draft pick for our next upcoming draft for a 1st round draft pick from this upcoming draft. But then I want you to think about that, like, well, hold on now, you know, think about that. I'm trading a 1st round draft pick for the upcoming draft to get a 1st round draft pick from the very last draft that just happened, or I'm trading a 1st round draft pick in the preceding draft to get a 1st round draft pick from the preceding draft, right? In my opinion, that's a fair trade, right? I kind of want to do this over to see, well, could I have just traded my 1st round draft pick for next year's draft? And remember, let's take it with a grain of salt. It's a video game, and we'll do that experiment in a later video. But yeah, man, right? Like, why send them to Baltimore for draft picks? Why not? And I get it. It is easy to get a receiver. Right? Let me look at Mooney real quick, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Because my thing is this. Let's look at Mooney. And yes, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it, okay? But let me look at Mooney. Fifth round draft. Okay, so I see what they're thinking. Our number 1 receiver is a 5th round draft pick, right? Right? Our number 1 receiver is a 5th round draft pick. Oh crap, I didn't want to save that. I swear I didn't want to save that. But our number, and then there's another update. But our number 1 receiver, right, is a 5th round draft pick. So, but then that kind of just reinstills my point. Like, our number 1 guy is a 5th round draft pick. So let's just give up the number 1 pick, because we gotta go receiver, right? We got to. We can't be trying to get anything else at this point. We're gonna go edge rush. No, Our number one guy is a 5th round draft pick at receiver, is a 5th round draft pick. Give up the 1st round pick, get Olave, and send Roquan to that team. Not the Ravens for more picks. But I get it, just like how I say you could find a linebacker, maybe you could find a receiver pretty easy, right? Alright, I'm gonna get up out of here, get at me, function with your boy.